We're going to teach you how to calculate limit. There are 4 different ways to calculate limit. First way, use limit laws. Second way, use algebra to find the limit in the form 0 over 0. Third way, find the limit in the trigonometry function sin x over x when x goes to 0 equals 1. Fourth way, to use squeeze theorems. Part 1, the first way to calculate the limit. Use limit laws to calculate limit. The first group of the limit laws, there are 5. And the first one is addition laws. Second one is subtraction laws. Third one is constant times function laws. And the fourth one will be product law. Last one will be quotient laws. For quotient, be careful, denominator cannot equal 0. Another group, constant function limit is constant itself. Identity functions limit, it's their value. There is a power function, value, it's their powers. Radical function, composition of radical function. Let's say how to use a law to find this problem's limit. First, this problem is a quotient, so we need to use quotient laws. Before we use quotient law, we need to understand the denominator cannot be equal 0. So we use the law 5 to find this function's limit. Use this quotient law, then we can write the quotient's limit in the limit's quotient. Then we use power function law, constant addition, subtraction. We write the limit, go through this function to each of them. Then we use the power function, identity functions laws, and find the function's limit. Then we calculate this. We got the final answer, -1 over 11th. When you look at the calculation, the limit process, you can find the function's limit and the function's value is actually exactly the same. So this gives us a short way to calculate the function's limit, called direct substitution property. If f is polynomial or rational function and a is in the domain, function's limit equals function's value. This is working for trigonometry function, essentially function. And look at it here. Sine function limit is sine function's limit value. Cosine function's limit is cosine's value. And they use that to calculate the product x times cosine x when x approach to pi. Then it's just product, then use equals function's value at that point. We have actually equals -pi. Practice. Let's you try find this function's limit. Limit x goes to 1 sine x over 1 minus ln x. Answer. So denominator when x equals 1 is 1 minus ln 1, which would equals 1 minus 0 because ln 1 value is 0. So the denominator equals 1, which is not equal 0. So we can use quotient laws to calculate this function's limit. So quotient's limit equals limit is quotient. So it goes to 1 sine x divided by limit x goes to 1, 1 minus ln x. When x goes to 1, use the function's limit as function's value. When 1 is in the domain of this function, same thing, it's in the domain of function. So the numerator will be sine 1, and the denominator will be 1 minus ln 1. And so that's what give you sine 1 over 1 minus 0, which equals sine 1. This will be our final answer.